Hello, East End Canine Coach. I don't know everybody's names, so forgive me. And I'm sure there's not going to be too many people joining, so that's totally fine. At least we'll have an awesome startup pick. Okay, Linda. I thought that name sounded familiar, the business name part of it. So everybody knows, if you've watched our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter, I know it's gorgeous, our YouTube videos. This is Sheena. She is our brindle pitbull hound mutt mix from Badass Brooklyn Animal Rescue. She came to us with a host of problems: prey drive, a little bit of a lack of obedience around distractions, leash reactivity towards other dogs. When she first entered our house, I never would have let her off leash. Now she's walking around downtown off leash with me, doing some tricks and obedience and stuff. And I wanted to take a minute to talk about a topic that a lot of dog trainers talk about, that a lot of pet owners I don't think really understand. When you see dogs like ours, like Sheena, doing things that you think are amazing and cool and awesome, it's definitely not an average pet performance type of thing. You know, being able to do a really long distance sit or down or walk off leash through downtown Plattsburgh. But dog trainers' dogs are not perfect, you guys. They aren't robots. They don't get along with every person they meet. They do not get along with every dog they meet. They have issues. They have faults. They have their, their weak points. And I'm not throwing Sheena under the bus. She's an awesome girl, and I love her, and she's my brindle dog. But she has issues. She's been with us for 2 or 3 years. She's not a perfect dog. Dog trainers' dogs are not perfect. The idea that I think people get when they talk about a dog trainer's dog being perfect is it doing things that a lot of people think are incredible and amazing, that pet dogs or your average pet owner's dog could not do. Like a sit stay or a down stay or tricks around distractions and stuff like that. And what we work on, I consider to be pretty simple stuff. I mean, there's some advanced tricks that we do with Sheena, teaching her to flip off of trees and do handstands and stick them up where she puts her paws up on things and weave in between my legs, all sorts of fancy stuff. But all that stuff is extra. That's because I'm a dog trainer, you guys. I love trying to figure out new things to do with her, trying to sort out what things she can learn, what things can, challenge her brain and build our relationship up better. But there's absolutely probably no dog trainer's dog in the world that is perfect. Every time they say sit, no matter what, the dog's going to sit. Maybe 99% of the time. Every time they introduce the dog to a new person or a new environment or a new dog doesn't mean their dog's going to be absolutely perfect and love that dog or not give that dog a correction, or, there's so many variables. Dogs are personality. They're an individual. And I just wanted to throw that topic out there. A lot of dog trainers get into training because of problem dogs. Their dogs are problem dogs, or they're working with problem dogs, and they want to figure out how to make, the world a better place, make the dogs behave better, help owners so they can do more stuff with their dogs. And a lot of us get into dog training, me especially personally, and I know a lot of other trainers as well, get into dog training because their dogs are bad. They're poorly behaved, or they have aggressive behaviors, or they've tried going to tons of other trainers and nothing worked, so they have to research and practice and delve into different theories and mechanics and tools and try all sorts of different things until they can at least get their dog to be manageable. And then it becomes a little bit of an addiction. So I've done lots of training. I've done lots of training with Sheena, lots of training with other dogs. That's my profession. But I still will not tell anyone in the world that my dogs are perfect. I still tell them all the time, my dogs have issues. My dogs are not perfect. They don't always listen. They don't get along with every person or every dog. They're not quiet all the time. Sometimes they bark, sometimes they blow off commands. Sometimes they do things they're not supposed to. It's real world. They're not robots. But we just work on stuff a lot more than most people, which is why we generally get a little bit better results, a little bit quicker timing as far as when we ask for a command, better behavior around distractions. But dog trainers' dogs are not perfect. They're pretty good because we work on them like heck, but they're not perfect. Good girl. Yes. And they probably never will be. I'm all right with that. Sheena, break. Good girl. Let's go. We're going to finish our walk, head home, and do some dinner stuff. Huh, Brenda? Let's go. Yes, good girl. And I think, you know, a lot of dog trainers, any of the dog trainers that are on the Periscope right now could probably definitely agree. Either they're getting into dog training or they do dog training, and they probably got into it for the same reason. Sit. Good. Because their dogs were badly behaved, or they wanted an option compared to what they had seen before. Good girl. Down. Good job. Sit. Nope, sit. Oh, I know it's so hard when I'm far away. Good girl. How about stand? Sheena, stand. Good. Quick. I know. She's had a lot of training and she's very good. We were just talking about how she's not perfect. She still has her naughty habits and she still tries to get away with stuff. All right, you guys, give me a couple of hearts. Share the replay. There we go. We're gonna finish our walk. What a good girl. Yes. And just remember, even if your dog trainer's dogs are really well behaved and do really awesome and amazing things, they're not perfect. So just beware of if their dog, you know, has issues or has trouble following a command in a certain scenario or situation. Dog trainers' dogs are not perfect. And Sheena's a good example, so is the rest of our pack. Good job, Brindle. We're gonna finish our walk. It's such a beautiful day, you guys. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. That's a topic I've been wanting to cover for a little while. Get outside before it gets dark out and enjoy the sunshine, all right? Say bye, Sheena.